No, I hear you. I think it gets more into the role play part of things whenever it's like a higher up says something, you just say, all right, yep, let's do it. Same thing if Mr.
Yeah, I
K
feel
said
you. I
something.
feel you. I can understand how
If
you can
it,
just kind of get lazy on cop and just chill out and just
oh,
listen to shit and
dude,
just
I was
relax.
so
I understand
fucking
that.
lazy. It's the same thing whenever we like I said before, whenever we were doing that A class, we had the 3 interceptors on it, and the
But that's
moment
why you
that
don't play a
cop
high up
gave
character,
me
right? Because you're there to chill out maybe a little bit more. Maybe that's
exactly.
not your style. Maybe you don't want that responsibility. But that's why the high up character does have that responsibility, right? And I understand that, but that should never happen, really. That's kind of disappointing, the whole thing.
Yeah. I want to hear your take on the Benny stuff too. I wasn't here for that
What Benny stuff?
conversation whenever I made the call.
Oh, I don't really know
going to
what.
the spike.
It's a weird situation. It's always been a weird situation when someone goes into Benny's to repair it.
I mean, here's my thing, right?
If
So
there was
we,
nothing in the chase that was out of the ordinary that
No,
doesn't,
there wasn't.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then I
There
don't think
wasn't. And it
repairing
was
is
like-
necessarily. You should expect someone to spike it when you're trying to go for a repair
and,
like
and
that.
here's the
Yeah.
thing, right? So
I think.
we get on him. We get on him in the S plus boss, and he fucked up. Like, we didn't pit him. There was a couple times where I whenever he popped a U-turn, I popped a U-turn, and I nudged him, right? You play cop. You know how many times that happens when someone fucks up, hits a local, they stop, you're going 120, you try and stop with them, and then you hit them. Rated does it all the time whenever he was on cop to me, and I used to get super fucking frustrated until I understood it's fucking hard, man. It's hard to be a perfect fucking driver and not to hit somebody when they come to a dead stop and you come to a dead stop. But none of us pitted him. No one fucking like forced him to crash. He crashed out 4 times into a smoke, and then we had 2 interceptors right behind him, 1 interceptor trailing. We had people at Benny's, like everything was there. And on top of that, we all literally drove into Benny's uncontested because they fucked up and didn't get their box truck in front of us. In my opinion, I don't think that I did anything.
I
fucking
100%
wrong.
agree with you there. I don't think you go easy there.
No.
If he's fucking up
especially
driving,
because it's
the only
like-
way you go into Benny's with 2 cops on you, on top of you, expecting that you're gonna get out of there without spikes or any contest, is that if something bad happened, a ghost local
or scuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think just expecting to go uncontested in a repair thing, I think is wrong. I think you were in the right there. But I think you'd both been fine on with the shoe on the other foot, to be honest.
1000%. If I'm in his shoes and that happens to me, I'm fucking bitching
You
about it.
might be mad about it, yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm not even
1000%.
mad about my own situations, dude. Honestly, my own situations are just getting mollywopped because there's a million cops, and it's just like, whatever, dude. I'm just gonna chill out on shooting cops as a whole. Maybe just a little bit of shadow games here and there, and then that's it. Nothing like if one guy goes down in the crew, I'm not gonna go up and be like, hey man, I'm gonna do everything I can to get him anymore. I think that's a little too insane. Not realistic. Because this situation kind of pissed me off more, to be honest. I was like, I was pretty livid after watching that boat shit.
I know. I said, what's up, chat? Hypocrite Hutch. Hypocrite Hutch. Hypocrite.
Oh yeah, you started getting blasted right off the bat. Yeah.
Bro, I just started laughing. I was like, oh god, I gotta.
Your mic's doing that
this
thing.
is gonna be fun. I just launched GTA. But...
Oh, is this gonna work now? Oh?
No, but I 1000. Listen, man, I 1000% understand
He fucked up.
how chat and how like you are very upset about the situation. If I wasn't involved, it wasn't my call, or I'm sorry, if I wasn't involved and I watched it from the outside, I'd probably say the exact same thing you guys are saying. But
Would you
it's
not
just one of
expect
those
me in that
things where
situation to say some shit?
I'd say some shit to you.
Yeah,
I
know
think
you
if Summit was on his cop, he wouldn't have done the shot. He'd have told him no. He has told him no and shit like
my
that.
my reflexes have been too slow.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, that's more of like a person thing. Like, you gotta.
Yeah,
understand
like
who
Dean
you're
would have
talking
told him
to.
no,
You're
too.
You're talking to Jared. Jared is one of those guys who will fucking be like, no, I'm not doing that shit. You know what I mean? I'm just, that's not in my makeup. Like, it's just not who I am. I've always been like that. I just follow blindly, listen to whoever's the highest up, and then that's just how I RP. It's not the right call. I agree. To a certain extent, I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and sell out.
Hey
Kyle,
man, if you
but-
fucking if you're saying it's not the right call, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, I remember a clip of Dean whenever they were telling him to light up a car, and he was like, "No, I'm not doing that shit." He just put his gun down, just stood
Yeah,
there.
but that's a little different, man.
Wow.
That's a little different because, like, I mean, I've done that 1,000 times too. Whenever like we're in a chase or something, they call for a pit or they call for shooting, and then you're the one.
I don't care
person
about the
that doesn't shoot.
SOPs.
But whenever you're right there,
It's
there's
not
only
your
4
call
of you
to
guys
decide
there, they're
that a
depending
2-man
on you
job
to
is
listen
not
to
in your
them.
liking,
It's a
so
little
we should kill them.
different. Am I just gonna say nope? I'm not listening to you. Jump into the fucking water and swim to the beach.
I can't think of any scenario ever where you'd give them the green light to shoot and you haven't shot. That's
Judd,
literally your
such a
favorite thing to
fucking
do.
Based fucking statement.
Well, I mean,
bro.
dude,
Like,
it
I
just
shoot
comes
for
down
12
to
hours a
it's
day. What the
it's
fuck are you
situational.
saying?
It's situational. If there was nothing out of the ordinary on that plan should have been stopped. And even if it was out of the ordinary and a 2-man instead of a 4-man, I still don't think that's within the right of everybody to just be like, yeah, let's shoot them.
But I also think there's a point where there's a lot of corners to that are cut in role play and that are very frustrating on the cop side.
How is that
rolling
frustrating
up.
on the cop side? Because people get
But hear
W's
me
under
out.
your belt? That doesn't make sense.
Okay, what I'm
I
saying
can understand
is,
if a certain somebody was escaping you a lot. Yeah, get a little frustrated about it. Can't be like, man, the yacht's been hit so many times, I don't like it.
yeah,
You know what I'm
I hear
saying?
that. I mean, yeah,
You know,
but like
bro,
here's
Listen, I can't help over here.
hey, what's up, you
Cute
dog ass?
sizzle.
Are you guys moaning about the bridge to bullshit?
Yes, Jared is, and I was
Listen,
involved in it.
I'm
Listen,
malding
listen.
about the yacht. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, listen, I do 2-mans all the time, okay? And listen, I do a lot of them off stream, okay? Like the vaults, we do 2-mans, okay? And people need to remember that at the end of the day, this is role play, right? I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Captain Phillips, okay? Spoiler, at the end they shoot the guy, okay? And well, I don't know why they shoot the guy, because they have the shot, right? And the role play, right? It's like, yeah, I get it. Like you don't have to take the shot, right? Because it's like you want to continue role play. But if you're gonna do a high tier heist, right, like that, and you're gonna 2-man it, you're gonna make sure that you have all your grounds covered. So what I do is that I crouch and I hold very, very tight angles, right? And I hold like in things that I literally cannot get shot. And if they do fire a shot, I will mostly not die and the hostage will die. And I make sure they know that because I make sure I control the scene and they know that. Because that's role play. And I make sure that I control the scene in role play. If you're half AFK, half on the radio, and you're 45 degrees to the left of your hostage in a clear shot, right? That is entirely your fault. If you get shot, it is what it is, right? If you don't want to do that and you want to be AFK,
I disagree because
subs,
you can end so many situations the same exact fucking way just because everybody isn't quite as tactical as you because you've been fucked over a million times by stupid shit that's what you've molded into. Everyone else, dude, they're there to have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense, yeah. Then do flikas.
Yeah,
that's what we have flikas and basically.
Yeah, but
then don't do the yacht.
I just
it's
disagree.
a high tier crime for high tier criminals.
I just disagree. I just think that's ridiculous and not up to the cops to decide on whether they just fucking take the law into their own hands and take that
here's
shot.
the thing, X. It turns out they actually did have 4 people.
And they had 4 people.
Yeah, makes sense.
Which they found out before they shot him. I just don't think
yes,
that.
but
I can give you a million times where we've
been.
been asleep at the wheel too as Chain Gang at a heist, you know, too. It's just depends on the situation.
But where were those 4 people with the hostage? Like, why wasn't someone holding the one of the hostages up also?
This all
Like,
comes
how
from
are
scene
we supposed
control.
to just take your word?
Yeah,
I mean, bro, you're really arguing this. You think cops should be able to take this all into their own hands and just be able to fucking shoot people when they feel like they don't, when they have the perfect angles and the other guys are off guard and all that shit. You guys are cool with that.
I am saying I'm being devil's advocate, and I'm saying what the other side is thinking, if that's the way to say that.
Okay, this is tough because at the end of the day, I think, in my opinion, this all comes into scene control, right? And I think if the person articulates certain things better, just their word is better than just them saying, yeah, I'm behind the hostage. Like, I think it's her job as a negotiator to make sure that things don't escalate that way. And she could have, with just words, literally words, establish full scene control, make sure nobody shoots or whatever. Because she could have said anything. Sometimes I make shit up. Like, oh, dude, if you guys do this, this is gonna happen, and it won't happen, right? It's roleplay. So how do they know it's
listen,
not gonna
I
happen?
understand that, but you're almost at like an esports level of roleplay, bro, that not everybody gets to, X, man. Like I said, those people are there to enjoy themselves, have a fucking bank heist, and then do the escape. Maybe the escape was the part that they thought was gonna be the intense shit. Not everybody's gone through what you've gone through. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean.
But
it makes
also,
sense.
X, think about all the times where they could have had a clean shot on you and they didn't shoot. They could have.
And how
Oh, yeah.
fucking frustrated you
I
would be
mean,
when they
X,
do
how
take
many
the
times
fucking
have you
shot.
been shot? You've been breached before, haven't you?
Yeah, but then I just feel like at that point, if they want to sit in that way, then you would tighten up. You know, you'd tighten up. I feel like sometimes it's like all the games. There's like a meta to it, right? There's like
Yeah,
a
but
meta.
this comes down. Does this not come down to not valuing a life of a hostage? I just don't. I don't understand. There's in fact a time where they just breached Jack like a week ago or something like that, and Jack shoots the
Okay.
hostage. But what does
Okay,
shooting the
fair enough.
hostage actually do?
Then I'll bring you back to Captain Phillips then. Spoiler alert: Captain
Yeah, he
Phillips doesn't
yeah,
die.
I get that. I get that.
Okay.
Understandable.
Yeah.
But there's, I mean, a million opportunities that you leave open for the cops then. You can get shot walking out to the car. Especially
get
in a
lasered
two-man.
off the top
One
of the
guy on
building.
one side of the wall, one side on the other side of the wall, guy on a rooftop. You think they can't take two guys out without them shooting a hostage?
Oh no. This absolutely makes sense. But at that point, the hostage life isn't being endangered anymore. So killing will become an
What?
escalation.
You guys are not getting into the
de-escalation.
car without holding your gun on the hostage. You're not in danger anymore. Absolutely still in danger.
Oh, no,
If
dude,
I
no,
had to
no,
walk outside with some burglars, still holding a gun on my head, where I had to get close to the vehicle, you think I'd feel safe about that?
Yes, but the
Okay, there's still a chance that if they have to shoot both or 3 or 4 people, that somebody hurts the hostage, right? There's still that chance. But a lot of times it's because there isn't that chance. That's the problem. There's no chance of that happening. I think that's when they take the shot or whatever, right? But if you establish either in
was part of that, right, I
gameplay
think.
or roleplay, right? Team control that includes that, I think you're chilling.
So you really want to give the cops that responsibility to make that distinctive choice?
It's not a distinctive choice.
It
I
is.
think-
Whether they want to take a shot or not, they think it's going to be a clean shot. They're not very notorious.
they've
for
had
best
that
ideas.
choice for.
Now
I
give
feel
30
like they've
cops
had
that choice instead of just Kyle.
But it's not.
That's
30
what you
cops. It's
Okay.
it's not 30
What?
cops.
It makes sense.
What do you
Like,
mean?
I mean,
Every
it
cop
wasn't.
is their own individual person.
Here's the thing, but Kyle, it wasn't that she wasn't positioned right. Kyle was talking about breaching that shit before he even got near it.
True.
Yeah.
So no matter how she was sitting, that shit was getting breached.
It makes sense. Like, in my opinion, it's the cop's job to always like. I think the server is degraded in the sense of like what cops' goals are.
Why was it
Like,
degraded there though? Those are 3 veteran RPers. Those aren't just cadets, brother. You know what I mean? Those guys have been here since day 1.
Yeah, but I mean, no offense. It's
Well,
not,
not
OG,
day one. That's
but-
me. Come on now.
But
3.0
they also-
day 1, 2.0 day 1 for both of those, for all of them.
They're also content heavy, but at the end of the day, some of that roleplay is degraded a little bit in the sense that you should always want to 1, de-escalate, 2, preserve life, right? And 3, at the end of the day, do your job as a cop, right? But the problem is sometimes is that when things are de-escalating, they'll purposely re-escalate for no fucking reason. And I think that's when RP degrades, right? Is when everybody always escalates and goes further up. When in fact, when I play cop, I'm always de-escalating, like super hard. And it's not about the loot or the win. If you get the hostage safely, you already won. Like,
So let me ask you this, X. If that would have happened to you, how would you have reacted?
Huh?
X's response is that wouldn't have happened to me. I would have been tucked, bro. The hostage would have been fucking.
Oh,
all out there.
motherfucker, man. I meant
Well,
Those
no, because-
motherfuckers
well,
wouldn't
we've
even have
already-
got on the boat if it was him. To be
We've
honest
already
with you.
made we already made the distinction that he was going to breach before he even got to the boat, before he even
Mhm.
knew the position.
Because
So-
he didn't respect 2-man jobs.
Right, that's the reason. It wasn't because of the position. It's because he didn't respect 2-man jobs. So,
Oh yeah, I make the cops know, and if I feel like they're okay, listen. Nighttime vaults, okay, with shift 3, we have had dozens of them, okay. And when I know that they're being weird about you, and you can tell in their attitude. Don't tell me you can't tell in their fucking voice that they have a goal in mind and that's breaching or whatever the fuck. And you can just tell it's them, right, motherfucker. Man, I take the hostage by the shoulder and I bring him into like the tightest angle and the dumbest shit, and I just chill there, right? Like I feel like yeah, it's kind of lame. It's lame, right? But if I feel something is wrong, like then I cut roleplay like a little bit. Then I interact with the cops less. I hide more. I'm less out there. It sucks, but it is what it is. Like,
well, I mean, but we've made the distinction that they're going to breach anyways, no matter how much you tuck or hide. So let's just say you do the most tuck and tuck you can do imaginable, and they still do it. Let's say even the hostage gets shot. How would you react?
oh, if the hostage gets shot, I mean, then it's over.
How would you react?
Oh no, we've had a multiple times before where they literally shut our hostage down.
Yeah, but how would you react if that was you?
I got a question for you, X.
Wait, I mean, I would.
Hey, do you
mob.
think the guy in Captain Phillips still would have got shot if he had 360 vision all around him in a third-person view?
Oh no, of course not. I mean, that the example there was just to create that sometimes, if you're gonna take that angle, that if I hit the shot, it'll work out, right? And I feel like if you sense that it's going that way, right? If you think that the role play is going that way, then I think if you don't react and you play chill, just like this. Here's a good example. Moon's breach on the bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say, yo, bitch, keep your hands on the gun and on the hostage, right? And at that point, she's like, okay, I was given a warning and things kind of are getting tense. I'm gonna hold the gun, but no, what does he do instead? He smokes a joint. Then he gets breached. You know, if you see how the role play is
That's
going,
a little different.
None
If
of
you're
that
taking a
happened.
joint, your hands are completely off your weapon, and not to mention that is also taking advantage of game mechanics. You don't think you can fucking smoke a joint and hold a gun on someone, X?
yeah, I mean, maybe I'm going.
That's like the time you got shot by Angel because you happen to be taking money off the rack. You don't think you can hold a gun on the door and take money off the rack? That's taking advantage of poor game mechanics, you know?
Okay,
I remember that, Mauled.
Okay, that makes sense. These are mechanic based though. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. But what if they were to sense that this is going bad and they hid in the shower, but there's no angles.
Or
say,
she said,
if
"Hey
you
guys,
pass
they're
the
all
Listen,
wall,
I'm not disagreeing with you that there was a way out of this situation for her. But come on, man, she couldn't have known that this was gonna happen. This is so
what
out of nowhere.
indications
The
did
fucking,
they give that it was
this
going
is
bad?
ridiculous, man. There's no warning. There's no fucking put the hostage, put the gun down. Nothing. No aggression. Oh, how's your day, man? Oh, you want cupcakes? Are you listening to me, lady? And then boom, shot. Like what? Hello?
But the
Yeah.
cops aren't going to do that because they don't want to show that they're going to shoot her. That's
Yeah,
the whole
but
God
point of the
forbid
plan.
you want some
argument
extra
is to-
RP out of the situation.
Yeah, but his argument is this
It's
is read the
just not like
situation. The
win,
cops
win,
didn't give
win.
anything.
That should not be your thought process. The win-win-win situation can happen after when you're chasing the motherfucker. Does the win-win-win really need to happen when you have them cornered in a little fucking area and you have 4 or 5 cops surrounding it, dude? You need that dub, you know, right
But
there.
you're asking why they didn't do that. I'm not saying it's a win-win-win. I'm saying the reason why they didn't say more is because you guys are right. Like the plan was to shoot the fucking guy or the girl. I'm sorry.
Before you
You're
found
gonna
out
shoot the
anything about the
girl.
situation.
Yeah, that's the most fucking.
That was the
This
plan.
happens pretty often.
I just think,
There's
like,
that-
dude, this is not an esports thing. You know what I'm saying? This is a roleplay server. You're not walking up there trying so heavily to get that win that you need to shoot them in a situation. Your life is not on the line on a boat like fucking Phillips. That's all I'm saying. Not everyone is treated the same way as X either. To be
There
fair.
wasn't
That's just
any single indicator given to her that she should be, careful. She should go and tuck. That, hey, stuff's getting a little escalated. Nothing. Everything was.
Us getting on the boat from 2 inches away from her, like that never happens.
Yeah, usually Max.
What are
the
you
guy
talking
on
about?
the job.
I stand
No.
5 feet from cops all the time with glass in between us at bank jobs
I've
the
done-
In all
time.
fairness, though, it's kind of ironic though, because to defend these guys, Max usually doesn't let anybody on the boat. Max is somebody that I've known because we do jobs with him. We taught him a little bit, and he does like me. He keeps stress at 0, and normally it's no cops on the boat, right? That comes down to scene control, and a lot of times
It's all
but then-
esports related, brother, man. It's an RP
Yeah,
server,
it
bro.
makes
This
sense. It makes
isn't like
sense.
He
cops
told
see
them
the
to get off
dub,
the boat,
Prims see
and
the
they shot
dub.
her.
Let's clash our metas against each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? We going back to the
Yeah.
bike phase, you know?
She
that-
put the gun to the hostage's head. She said, "Please get off the boat," and they shot her.
Oh yeah, I mean that's really bad. I mean that is absolute dog shit then. Yeah, that's terrible then. I mean, who even shot there anyway? Who did that?
Me?
Hutch,
Was ordered
That's
by
it.
Kyle, who decided this before they even knew the situation that they were going to breach.
Well, The thing is that sometimes people are surrendering and Kyle beats them up. Like Kyle's like an escalator for some reason. I don't really know. Like
I think he's more of an elevator.
X, I got a question for you. If you're on PP and a cop orders you to shoot somebody in that situation, are you gonna be like, no, I'm not
Well,
shooting them, or are you gonna listen to
this,
your hero?
this happens actually quite often. That I'm on cop and I completely ignore comms, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm supposed to follow rank and RP, right? And
But
what I do is
you'll
that
take the
I
high
ignore
road
them,
type
and I
shit.
know that I won't get fired because nobody ever suffers from in-character consequences because the PD is soft as a fucking noodle. So
I
just
agree
ignore
with
them.
that. I agree with that because you cannot listen to somebody and not get any repercussions for it. But I also, again, like I said before, if I get told to do something, I'll usually
Yeah, but they
fucking do
gave
it.
you an out. They already assumed that you didn't want to do it, and you said you would.
See, I don't even remember that part. I have to rewatch it. If that ended up happening, then I should have.
Yeah, they're like,
should've
Jared,
stepped
you
up
want to
and said
do
no.
it? They're like, oh, never mind. You wouldn't want. And you're like, oh, I'll follow orders.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
yes, it's roleplay, but like I always say, there's always a layer of like kind of like meta. If you it's kind of weird saying meta, but it is kind of meta, where like you know how things go. Yes, it's roleplay, but I know how things go, right? And I know for a fact, with hindsight, that when you do things bad as a cop, there's absolutely no punishment. We've seen people power game. There was an officer that kept holding us by the arm and brute forcing us all the time, and we couldn't do anything. Just holding our arms, and we just were literally just stuck in the fucking game's mechanic, right?
I mean,
It happened 3 times, and they never even got warned, OC, or in character. It's like, I mean, do bullshit.
Here's a
When it
question for you,
happens.
completely outside of characters. Do you think it's okay for 3 veteran RPers to just be completely okay with that situation? You know what I mean? Not even a question. There wasn't even a question of doubt from any 3 of them.
Dude, I don't like the word veteran because at the end of the day, like, I feel like veteran can play against them because like they played so much
Excuse me,
sometimes
Pleb?
that they get tired and they want content instead of like RP.
Why
Veteran can
stop?
go both ways.
Then why stop the content?
Yeah, exactly.
Why stop and halt roleplay right there? If that's the
Yeah,
intent, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's super really, really bad. That's why I don't like using the word veteran. If you want my opinion, the only people that are real veterans are people like Zeissman or whatever, right? And like Toretti and I feel like they'll always role play, right? And no matter how much experience that they have, they'll always take scenes seriously, right? Is his name Zeissman or whatever? Bayo? That's a veteran, right?
Yeah.
He is.
But
He's been around a long time.
you'll always role play, and that's my problem with some of the veterans that role play or not, or content or not, based on how they're feeling during that day or how burned out they are, right? And these mediums are just so stupid. Just like you should always have like integrity, and that's why things disintegrate when you display poor integrity. Then anything flies out the window. Then everybody starts doing whatever the fuck, you know.
Remember that burned out combo we were having earlier, Summit? That's pretty much exactly what he's talking about. Where you played, you're burned out, and you're miserable, but you know you're making money off of it, so you keep forcing yourself to play it. You don't even want to be there, and you
Yeah,
start
but
taking it
cop
out on
characters
people.
hold a different responsibility, as I learned when I played a cop character, which is
Yeah, 'cause
why I don't play them that much. There is a lot of responsibility on your hands. If you're not fucking ready for that responsibility, or if you think you're getting tired, then get the fuck off your cop character, bro.
Yep. That's what I did last time. I was on cup and I was fucking walding because of some fucking people had like 8 cars in a fucking in a boost. And after I rammed these suckers, I was like, dude, I'm just gonna log out, man, because these guys are being a bunch of bitch ass hoes, man. And we're being a bunch of dude. I
Bitch ass
rammed some
hoes,
guy
bro.
off the fucking highway bracket. Then he did a flip and shit. And I was like, dude, I need to get off. I need to go offline.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll say it. I was fucking exhausted at that point. I was so fucking tired.
Holy man. Nah, like I said, I think it all comes down to like integrity, and that's my problem and character when I face people like what's his name again? Wrangler in character, where I asked the PD to stop making me negotiate a high tier crime because it goes the same way. People, this is a double standard.
You know why
I
this
agree,
is
you need a
stupid?
high tier criminal to do a high tier crime, right? But you also need a high tier a police officer or a high tier negotiator when you're doing a high tier response, right? Like the whole SWAT shows up, right? and we're like at the gates. It's like the most tense thing. And we're like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And then Wrangler starts escalating. And it's like, dude, can we just get another negotiator? Like, there's like dozens of lives at risk, and you're just like escalating for what, for fun? Like and it just makes no sense, you know?
Yeah,
just
but how
doesn't
about
make
that
sense.
shit that Dwight did to you?
There just needs to be consistency. That's not
Dwight?
consistent. You leaving it in the hands of every
Dwight
single
stuff
individual
around your
cop.
mouth. Ew.
Damn,
Such
motherfucker,
a
you do that one more
dumbass.
time, I'm gonna fucking snap it.
I just don't think there's justification behind the situation at all. Like, but I understand what you're trying to do, what you're trying to say, because you've been bred differently. You know what I mean? Because you've been put through the ringer on bullshit cop situations a million times, right?
Yeah.
But like, you don't
In my
know.
opinion, you don't want that to become a standard. I agree. You don't want
You
that to be
just
a
can't
thing
leave that
or a
up to
standard.
the individual cops. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah, you-
insane. What
You
is this?
definitely don't want this to become a thing.
Uh-oh. I
This
think
shouldn't be normal.
My eyes are all fucked up, chat.
I think it's alarming that it happened, and especially now it's complete. You know, black on white is definitely in the black area, since they already knew they were gonna breach ahead of time. That is absolutely dumb. That's just garbage.
Yeah. African snowballs in the lobby. Am I tripping?
Well, hey, I'm a veteran role player. Day one Arma X. Critique me.
Oh, you're just kind of annoying.
All right, it's for the dick jokes. I got it.
Oh,
Dude, my
shit.
my shit's all jacked up on GTA now that I did this whole 5M restart, I think. Yeah, my color's all jacked. I have to change my eyeballs again or something.
What up, y'all?
Why does this always happen to me, guys?
See, this is
Yo, yo,
tough
yo.
because if these things, a lot of these things, if they become too common, then like I said, things disintegrate really badly. It's like whenever
I don't know what
you
the
know,
fuck to do here.
I'm on cop and I know
just have
some
to get rid of
bike
this
guy
whole
or
thing,
some
I think.
car is gonna come pick them up. I don't go, guys, pick the car right there. He's gonna pick him up. I say, oh guys, there's a car there. Okay, if we see him again, you know, maybe he's gonna be involved or whatever. But if things become too weird, it's like I don't know, man, like min-maxing, like the meta of the game and what people do. It's just lame, dude. Like, it's just lame. Like, not every sports car in the street is involved in the job you're chasing. That's not how it is, right?
Yeah, I hear you. That's just that's tough though, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna see you guys.
Yeah.
Wait, so show me how much money you got.
I got 900 bangers.
That's not too bad.
I'm doing okay. Doing alright. I just get money from the tuner shop, so I just chill. I've been going to
Oh,
jail
that's
every
not
other day.
bad.
I have to get rid of all my items on me, or just get rid of all this shit that would put me in prison because I got caught up.
Oh, damn.
I think I have to hit someone up to go to prison here.
Oh, no. Go to Burger Shop PD. At the entrance,
Mhm.
as soon as you reach the doors, go hard left.
Why? What's that do?
You get the items from jail.
I already have my items. I'm saying they need to take me to jail to take them because technically I'm not supposed to be out. I got caught. I got deadoed.
Oh.
Wait, what? Yup.
Yo, what up, y'all? So what's going on? I'm not even fully aware of what's happening. I'm just
Well, this is
here
a
chilling.
conversation with
saw what you did,
veteran
bro.
role players.
What happens
Oh,
is
my
that
bad.
Kyle was
Alright,
one win
wait.
from Platinum, okay? And he went for an RP play, and he ranked up, and he was mad about it.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Did you not see the clip at all?
No, I haven't seen it. I
I mean, it's in the Discord and hashtag everyone.
Okay.
I think Judd posted it.
This one with this female holding this gun to this
Yeah.
hostage.
Yeah.
Don't assume her gender.
Okay, this individual.
Mhm.
Hmm
Fucking Judd, please.